Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Zolelwa Sifumba, and I'm a medical doctor from South Africa. So, we have all received unexpected bad news over the phone. The phone call I would like to tell you about happened on a Saturday afternoon. Now, Saturdays were always great for me. They were always a much-needed break from medical school. On this Saturday in 2012, I was at a friend's place. The phone rings. It's an unknown number. "It's TB," she says. "You have multi-drug-resistant tuberculosis." She continued to speak, but I was still stuck on those words. I couldn't believe it. When and how did this happen? Why me? Would I survive it? It must have been a mistake. I stood there rationalizing why it couldn't be true. I had just been diagnosed with TB over the phone. I spent the rest of my Saturday drowning in emotion. I wasn't aware then, but the world's leading infectious killer had come for me. Tuberculosis is a bacterial illness caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. TB spreads in the air when a person with TB of the lungs coughs or sneezes. It commonly affects the lungs, but it can affect other parts of the body. In 2012, I was diagnosed with multi-drug-resistant tuberculosis of the lymph node. This was likely as a result of my exposure to TB in the wards of the hospitals that I worked in, and all I did was breathe. I often say I would never wish TB and the pain that comes with it on my worst enemy, because the 18 months that followed that diagnosis were absolute torture. Clinic visits were the worst. After waiting a few hours sometimes for your turn would come. You would have to swallow the 21 pills and get your daily injection. I never did get used to those injections. They felt like molten hot lava entering me. I blamed the TB on the profession that I had chosen. So when juggling medical school and the TB became difficult, I had to reconsider my options. Did I really want to become a doctor if this is what it meant? Slowly, my desire to live was fading away. I was alone, sick and in pain, losing hope and fearing the worst. I considered quitting treatment every day, afraid that going on with treatment would kill me, afraid that stopping treatment would kill me. Then I found an organization in the Western Cape called TB Proof. I started talking to groups of healthcare workers and students about the fact that I had TB, educating them on their risks of contracting TB, and getting them to take action to protect themselves while serving patients. And an activist was born. You see, TB is quite common amongst us as healthcare workers and students. TB is seen as a poor man's disease, a dirty disease associated with poverty and bad behaviors. So it's not surprising that us as doctors, just like everybody else, don't expect it to happen to us. But healthcare workers are up to 6 times more likely to be hospitalized for MDR-TB than those in the general population, a fact I discovered after I was diagnosed. So few people know about TB, yet it kills millions globally every year. And the problem is that TB doesn't discriminate. There is no us and them. TB doesn't care about your race, it doesn't care about your financial status, or where or how you live. All I did was live. All I did was breathe. We are all the demographic. As long as we breathe, we are all at risk of contracting TB. This is why I share my story. Because if it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone. And if sharing my story can assist in the fight to rid the world of the leading infectious killer, then this is my pledge. I'm here today to ask you all, what will your pledge be? What will you contribute to this fight? What will you do to protect yourself and those you love and generations to come? I'm counting on you all to step up the fight. Thank you.